Hello guys, this is Jack, and today we're going to be talking about the Golden Globes that premiered yesterday. I'm trying to rush this video out quickly, so I'm not going to talk too much about my post-analysis. But let's just say that I did not do pretty well with this Golden Globes predictions because I think I was 7 out of 15 according to the awards expert app. So I'm going to go kind of quickly some of the stuff that I missed and also the stuff that I experienced while watching the ceremony. So yeah, let's get into it. So let me just start by saying that I was completely off base in terms of the international critics circle. And I should say this because this strength of the international people coming from, the journalists to the critics showed perfectly here this season, especially with some of the movies that won the top prizes. Starting with Emilia Perez for Best Musical. I kind of saw this as the runner-up originally, but part of my evil mind thought that it wouldn't happen because of the reception of the film, as the film came out a couple weeks ago and people were kind of just a little bit iffy on it. But I guess this turns the entire race into a flip side where you think that Anora was the perceived frontrunner early on in the season, but it turns out now Emilia Perez is the second place runner-up for Best Picture at the Oscars. The number one, I think, film that will probably win the Best Picture Oscar currently is The Brutalist, which won Best Drama here. This was pretty expected. I know a lot of people predicted Conclave to win the Golden Globe, but I stuck out with The Brutalist and I won this category along with Adrian Brody for Best Male Actor in a Drama. This was pretty predicted also as well. I know a lot of people predicted Timothée Chalamet, but nah, you gotta read the room. And then this is where I started to fall off when we continuing down by the top of the line categories. You have Fernanda Torres, who won the Best Female Actress Award in the drama category. I predicted Angelina Jolie to take it because she was the only viable pick that I believed to be the viable pick. I have to go around in circles, but case in point, it turns out that the international wing of this entire Golden Globe circle is up to its favor because it seems like now international movies are just going to go way up higher than, the lower American films as we progress into, multiple years of the Golden Globes. So it turns out Fernanda Torres wins here and it just shoots her up to the top spot for Best Actress in terms of nominations. I think she's going to lose out on the Critics' Choice. She didn't get the BAFTA long list, but that doesn't matter because I believe she can just skirt by with just getting the Oscar nomination in general. But aside from that, Mikey Madison losing the award here, man, that's just, it's really messed up. And it turns out that Anora had a really shitty night last night. Now, Demi Moore actually took the MusicalComedy award, which was sort of surprising, but to me, I thought in the back of my mind that she would take it because of the room readings that I was kind of getting the weeks ahead of the ceremony. So now Demi Moore takes the Golden Globe, and it seems like now she's the front runner for actress, and I am with the hype. Period. I think she should win the Oscar. I think her performance, even though the last 20 minutes of the film is going to turn some people off, it seems like it doesn't matter here in terms of the Golden Globe voters, but I think the Critics' Choice is going to go pretty well with Demi Moore. I do think she might have an uphill battle at the SAGs, but who knows? You never know. The SAGs might actually eat it the fuck up. Another surprising thing was Sebastian Stan taking the Best Male Musical Comedy Award for actor, and that was actually really surprising because I expected Glenn Powell to take it or either somebody else, but I think the Sebastian Stan campaign of both The Apprentice and A Different Man put him up to the top. And I think this is more palatable in terms of awards for Sebastian Stan. I don't think The Apprentice is going to be doing pretty well for American voters. I know international voters are probably going to take it and run with it, but I think Americans are going to be a little bit more softer on A Different Man. I do think Daniel Craig is in a threat mode right now in terms of the fifth slot. I think Sebastian Stan could actually eventually take it near the end, but who knows? Hopefully, I think Daniel Craig actually does get the 5th slot, in my opinion, but I might be predicting Sebastian Stan for that 5th slot. And the best animated, Flo taking it. I thought it wasn't, an entire thing. I thought The Wild Robot would have got like a clean, win here, but it turns out I think the international people really enjoyed Flo, and I hope Flo actually like succeeds on to the rest of the award season, especially I think the Oscars. I think personally for me, Flo should win Best Animated Feature, but again, that's just me. Best Original Score, Challengers, this was expected, and then also the cinematic and box office achievement, Wicked, pretty expected. I chose El Mal for Best Original Song, so I was good with that. And then aside from that, I think the rest of the wins are pretty standard and predictable, like Kieran Culkin for Best Supporting Actor in any motion picture for Real Pain. That was pretty much expected. The non-English language with Amelia Perez, that was also expected. However, I do think going back to the, was it Best Musical or Comedy Award going to Amelia Perez, this basically just starts the holy war of people who either completely hate the film and those who just thoroughly enjoy it. And I thoroughly enjoy it. That's just me, and I'm just gonna leave it there. I made a video about it. It's the Oscar villain of this year, and yeah, it read the room pretty good. And then just aside from that, Zoe Saldana for Supporting Actor or Supporting Actress. This actually opens up the race even more with Zoe versus Ariana Grande. I don't have any like stock on this analysis right now, but I think Zoe Saldana could actually like sweep the season if Amelia Perez is really strong with just the international people. I think that will like give her the edge in the preferential ballots, especially like nomination time, and especially once it gets closer to the Oscars. But Zoe Saldana taking it here, like even if you don't like the movie, you gotta like commend her performance. I think her performance in that movie is really good. But yeah, I think that's basically it. Like, I don't have any like deeper analysis on some of the movies that won last night, but I do have to say that Amelia Perez is a little bit stronger now, and I'm a little bit happy about that. But I know a lot of people are like angry on the internet, especially film Twitter and Letterboxd. Like the Letterboxd average for Perez has gone down, and I think it's probably because people are just mad at what's happening right now. But yeah, I think Amelia Perez could have the potential to actually win the Best Picture award for the Oscars. I could definitely see it. But I do think right now we can see Anora is kind of like falling apart. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little small analysis video. I'm going to be talking about the SAGs and the Critics' Choice a little bit closer to, those ceremonies. So keep an eye on that. And I will be reviewing more movies. There's some other movies that I want to like check out before, the season ends. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.